Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. An attempted jailbreak in Congo's main prison left 129 people dead. According to Congolese Interior Minister Jacquemain Shabani, a provisional assessment showed that 24 inmates were fatally shot by warning shots fired by guards as they tried to escape from the Makala Central Prison early on Monday. According to the minister, there are also 59 injured people taken into care by the government. It wasn't immediately clear if all 129 fatalities were inmates, and officials did not clarify how the stampede happened. However, a prominent prison rights activist in Congo told the Associated Press that he counted more than 200 people dead in the attack, and many of them had been shot. Olympic athlete Rebecca Cheptegei has died days after being doused in gasoline and set on fire by a former boyfriend. The 33-year-old Ugandan marathon runner, who competed in the recent Paris Olympics, had suffered extensive burns after Sunday's attack. The authorities in northwest Kenya, where Cheptegei lived and trained, said she was targeted after returning home from church with her two daughters. Attacks on women have become a major concern in Kenya, as at least 34% of women said they had experienced physical violence, according to a national survey. A report filed by a local administrator alleged that the athlete and her ex-partner had been wrangling over a piece of land. Police say an investigation is underway. A mass shooting at a local high school in Winder, Georgia, left 4 people dead and 9 injured. 2 14-year-old students and 2 teachers were killed Wednesday, September 4th, in a mass shooting at Appalachia High School. 9 other people, 8 students and 1 teacher, were wounded and hospitalized, all of whom are expected to survive. The suspect, 14-year-old Colt Gray, and his father were questioned by law enforcement last year regarding online threats to commit a school shooting. Gray will make his first court appearance on Friday. Georgia Department of Juvenile Justice Communications Director Glenn Allen said even though Gray will be charged as an adult, he is being held in juvenile custody right now because he is a juvenile. According to a CNN analysis, this shooting is at least the 45th school shooting in 2024 and the deadliest this year. According to a U.S. indictment, a top New York State government aide secretly helped the Chinese government access an official call about COVID-19 while enjoying a lavish lifestyle as an undercover agent for Beijing. Over a period of roughly 14 years, Linda Sun rose through the ranks to become Deputy Chief of Staff to the governor. According to federal prosecutors, the 41-year-old used her position to aid Chinese officials, including by blocking Taiwanese diplomats from contacting the state government and covertly sharing internal documents with Beijing. In return, China allegedly showered Ms. Sun and her husband, Christopher Hu, with millions of dollars in kickbacks that helped them buy a $4.1 million house in New York and perks including special home deliveries of salted duck. On Tuesday morning, federal agents entered the couple's Long Island home and detained them on 10 criminal counts. A judge released the pair on bail, limiting their travel to 3 U.S. states and ordering Ms. Sun to avoid any contact with representatives from the Chinese consulate or mission in New York. Last Friday, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration authorized an updated version of the protein-based Novavax COVID-19 vaccine for use in people 12 and up. Dr. Peter Marks, director of the FDA's Centers for Biologics Evaluation and Research, said in a statement, quote, "Today's authorization provides an additional COVID-19 vaccine option that meets the FDA's standards for safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing quality needed to support emergency use authorization." End quote. Novavax's vaccine is based on protein technology, which takes longer to manufacture than mRNA vaccines, like those made by Pfizer and Moderna. The Moderna and Pfizer vaccines are already available in some pharmacies, and Novavax said its vaccine will be available in thousands of locations across the country. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Phil Ng, General Manager of the MBTA. We have a tremendous amount of work that has been ongoing throughout our system since we launched this track improvement program. And I want everyone to know that we have significant work coming up, starting Friday, September 6th and ending on Sunday, September 29th. We will begin a 24-day closure of the Braintree branch between JFK UMass and Braintree stations. During this time, Red Line trains will not be serving North Quincy, Wollaston, Quincy Center, Quincy Adams, and Braintree stations. To get our riders moving, we will provide alternative transportation options, including free shuttles, commuter rail, and Winthrop-Quincy ferry service. I know the timing of this diversion may be problematic and understand this will be disruptive, especially with the start of the school year. But this is crucial work that, once complete, will begin to bring immediate benefits to our riders and the communities that we serve. So I ask all of you for your patience as we revitalize 18 miles of track. I want our riders to know that we'll be accomplishing record work in terms of long-deferred track work, signal work, power work, and station work that's needed to enhance their trips. At the end of this 24 days, we'll be restoring service back to its 40 miles an hour maximum speed. And then over the course of the next few months, we will be raising speeds to up to 50 miles an hour. At the end of this, riders will be able to regain 27 minutes a day of their travel. Every day, round trip, they will save 27 minutes. To increase awareness and help riders plan ahead, we're working with our community partners and stakeholders to inform riders, including all of the returning students. We're also implementing several new outreach strategies to target customers that live or work around Red Line stations. Riders are encouraged to visit mbta.com/redline to view our Red Line Diversions Rider's Guide and to subscribe to T-Alerts for up-to-date travel information. The MBTA will continue to invest in our infrastructure so you, our riders, experience a better, a safer, and more reliable transit system day in and day out. The one that you deserve, the one that you've been asking for, we're committed to giving to you. The number of weekly subway trips is increasing on every line, and the headways, the time between trains at peak travel times, are the best they've been in a long time. Less than 3 minutes on the green line, 5 minutes on the blue line, 6 minutes on the red line, and 7 minutes on the orange line, and they will only get better. And what I've committed to is eliminating all speed restrictions by the end of 2024. We are well on our way to doing that, and that will allow us to be able to maintain our system beyond that period going forward, to be able to give you the level of service that you deserve and expect and what we've promised you. And hopefully you've already felt these improvements across the system. A system closure of this magnitude takes the hard work and dedication of hundreds of MBTA employees and construction workers. I want to thank everyone involved in planning and delivering and safely executing all of these diversions and this upcoming one. Your work contributes to making the T safer, faster, more reliable, and hopefully the preferred choice of travel. I also want to thank our riders for their continued patience and confidence that the T will get this job done, and we're getting this done for you. Thank you for riding the T.
Welcome back. Local elections across the Commonwealth took place on Tuesday, September 3rd. At the Town Council's first meeting back from summer break, Council President Charlie Ryan congratulated the Town Clerk's office for their efforts in running the elections. Here's more from Council President Ryan.
Okay, I just want to make one thank you to our Town Clerk's office. We're meeting tonight on Wednesday because yesterday was Election Day across the Commonwealth and in Braintree, and I want to thank and congratulate the Town Clerk, his office, and all of the many residents of Braintree that help every election day as poll workers, and we couldn't do it without everyone's help. So job well done to those folks, to the Town Clerk staff, and to the Town Clerk, Jim Casey, another job well done. And it's usually very uneventful when we have an election day in Braintree, and that's because the people that run the election do a very well-planned job to get it done. So thank you very much.
Class is officially back in session. Braintree students in grades 1 through 12 had their first day of school this week on Wednesday, September 4th. 2 days later, on Friday, September 6th, kindergarten and preschool students also had their first day. As kids head back into the classroom, there are a number of holidays and half-days to keep in mind, so make sure to check out the 2024-2025 school year calendar on braintreeschools.org. With the school year in full swing, so are high school sports. Braintree girls soccer and girls field hockey already played their first opening games this week. To finish out the week, boys soccer, girls volleyball, and football will have their opening games. To catch up or watch the games live, head to BCAM TV's public channels, Comcast Channel 9 and Verizon Channel 28, or head to youtube.com/BCAMTV. Simon-owned malls and shopping centers in Massachusetts are hosting back-to-school clothing drives in collaboration with a Boston nonprofit. Local Simon centers like Braintree's South Shore Plaza have partnered with Cradles to Crayons for the drive. Big yellow school buses are located at all participating locations with tags attached. Shoppers can simply grab a tag, shop, and return the donations to the location listed on the tag. All donated products will be sent to Cradles to Crayons for distribution. The drive runs from now through September 16th at multiple locations. The bus display is located between Kay Jewelers and T-Mobile. Thayer Public Library staff and trustees are excited to announce a month-long celebration in September, commemorating the library's 150th anniversary of serving, educating, and connecting the town of Braintree. A wide range of special events and activities are being planned, offering something for all ages as the library reflects on its rich history and looks forward to the future. Throughout September, children are invited to make a birthday card for the library in the children's room. Additionally, all visitors are encouraged to share their favorite library memories on the community board that will be set up in the library. For more information about the Thayer Public Library's 150th anniversary events, visit thayerpubliclibrary.org or contact the library by phone at 781-848-0405 extension 4417 or by email at referencedesk@braintreema.gov. The town of Braintree is now using a new system to send emergency and routine alerts to residents. The town is adopting the Civic Plus mass notification system, which residents must sign up for to receive any emergency or routine notifications. Residents can register to receive alerts via phone calls, text, and/or email. Types of messages sent through the notification system include town emergency notifications, town general notifications, the mayor's monthly newsletter, trash and recycling notifications, and water and sewer alerts. To register, visit braintreema.gov/1249/alerts notifications. Or if you want text only, text Braintree MA to 38276. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Take steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. The ongoing saga of Steward Healthcare System has come to a head. Steward has signed definitive agreements to sell 4 of the 6 Massachusetts hospitals it has been working to sell since filing for bankruptcy in May. The company expects the Massachusetts state government to kick in an additional $42 million to keep the hospitals open as the sales move ahead. The company announced last week that it had finalized purchase agreements for Lifespan to buy Morton Hospital in Taunton and St. Anne's Hospital in Fall River. Lawrence General Hospital has an agreement to buy the Holy Family Hospital facilities in Methuen and Haverhill. Steward is still working to finalize an agreement with Boston Medical Center to purchase Good Samaritan Medical Center in Brockton and the operations of St. Elizabeth's Medical Center in Brighton. John Castellano, Steward's chief restructuring officer, said, quote, "We are thrilled to have identified such qualified acquirers for hospitals in the Commonwealth that are critical to the health of underserved populations," end quote. MBTA service is being disrupted once again, and this time it will affect Braintree residents and riders. From September 6th through the 29th, Red Line services will be suspended between the JFK UMass stop and Braintree. Shuttle buses will make stops at Braintree, Quincy Adams, Quincy Center, Wollaston, North Quincy, and Ashmont. The Kingston, Middleborough, and Greenbush commuter rail line service will also be suspended between South Station and Braintree during the weekends of September 7th and 8th and September 14th and 15th. Free and accessible shuttle buses will operate directly between South Station and Braintree, stopping only at South Station and Braintree. The diversion schedule will be available online soon at mbta.com. A Quincy man was sentenced to prison on Wednesday for a violent hate crime perpetrated against a Vietnamese man and his family in December 2022. In April, 78-year-old John Sullivan pleaded guilty to violating the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act when he told a Vietnamese man to go back to China before ramming him with his car twice, ultimately sending him into a 10-foot construction ditch and resulting in bodily injury. Sullivan also verbally accosted the man's family, including his sister, brother-in-law, and their 3 children under 11 years old, threatening to kill all but the youngest child, according to prosecutors. The 18-month prison sentence issued by U.S. District Court Judge Denise J. Casper will be followed by 3 years of supervised release. Last week, a former flight attendant left Boston on his 4th annual journey to honor the victims of 9/11. Paul Veneto began his Polly's Push journey on Boston Common, pushing his airline beverage cart to New York City. The beverage cart features pictures of the airline crews who were aboard the hijacked planes. Veneto said in a statement, quote, "I've never felt any more conviction about making sure these guys are recognized," end quote. Veneto flew into Logan Airport on United Airlines Flight 175 on September 10, 2001. The next day, the plane hit the second tower at the World Trade Center. Veneto lost co-workers and friends in the attacks, heroes he describes as the first responders. For the next 24 days, he'll walk more than 200 miles and plans to reach Ground Zero by September 11th. For more information on Veneto's journey and to track his route, visit pollyspush.com. Keep your eyes on the sky as the harvest moon will appear just after sunset on Tuesday, September 17th, with peak illumination at 10:34 p.m. This year's harvest moon will be a super harvest blood moon. It is the full moon nearest the fall equinox and coincides with the moon's perigee, when the moon is closest to the Earth, making it a supermoon that appears 14% bigger and 30% brighter. A partial lunar eclipse will also give the moon a slight bloody tint as the Earth blocks full sunlight from reaching the moon. Between 10:12 p.m. and 11:15 p.m. on the 17th, it will look like a bite has been taken out of the moon as the Earth's shadow brushes along the edge of the moon. The super harvest blood moon is not expected to occur again for 18 years. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Home fire deaths have been cut in half since the early 70s when smoke detectors were first marketed. Having smoke detectors in your home can double your chances of survival in a fire. 60% of residential fire deaths occur in homes without smoke detectors. Thus, smoke detectors must be present on each level of habitation. Photoelectric smoke detectors are required within 20 feet of a kitchen, bath, or shower. They are required on the ceiling outside bedrooms no further than 10 feet away. They are also required to be present on the ceiling at the base of stairwells. Additional placement may be required depending upon the year the home was built or when a substantial addition was added. Create a safe home environment. Maintain your smoke detectors. Thank you for doing so.
Welcome back to Braintree today. This week in entertainment, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First, The Deliverance follows a family living in a home in Indiana who discovers strange demonic occurrences that convince them and the community that the house is a portal to hell. The film stars Andra Day and Glenn Close. You can watch The Deliverance now on Netflix. Next, The Killer follows a feared contract killer who refuses to murder a young blind woman on the orders of her handler. She soon finds herself hunted by old colleagues and a determined detective. The film stars Nathalie Emmanuel and Omar Sy. You can watch The Killer now on Peacock. And finally, The Watchers follows a 28-year-old artist who gets stranded in an expensive, untouched forest in Western Ireland. Finding shelter, she unknowingly becomes trapped alongside 3 strangers who are stalked by mysterious creatures every night. The film stars Dakota Fanning and Georgina Campbell. You can watch The Watchers now on Max. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.